All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me here on this chat today. I think we have some really mind-blowing stuff. Really looking forward to getting it started.
It's going to be good. My name's Mark Leffler. I'm a ghost scientist. I specialize in CT dye processing, really looking at temperature and pixelation, just seeing in what media there is a specific case of a poltergeist or haunting. Happy to be here.
That's great. Hi, my name is Giovanni Fabitazzi. I am a paranormal researcher. I am more of a medium. I read auras. For years, I have been watching films and I have been feeling things in the deep pit of my gut. And honestly, I think it was until I met you two that I didn't feel crazy. And I just want to thank you two for letting me be a part of this.
You're very welcome.
Awesome to be with both of you guys. And I'm Rob Thomas. I'm more new to the paranormal sciences. My background is more in film, but I just have to say, my life completely changed after I saw this film, and really turned me into a believer.
That's right. Now, I'd like to let all of your amateur people out there know, all the fans, that ghosts are real. Let's get that out of the way, okay? I mean, each and every one of us has had an experience, and we can talk about hours upon hours of what we've experienced ourselves. Let's sweep that under the rug. Ghosts are real. End of story.
And one thing I want to clarify, this isn't a video blog about ghost movies or movies about ghosts. This is about ghosts being in movies, real movies, not movie ghosts. This is the real deal. Although there are ghosts in ghost movies. There's real ghosts with the movie ghosts, and that gets a little confusing. But I don't want people to think this is some kind of joke or we're talking about scary haunted house movies, because that's not what this is about. This is science.
We're going to be talking about haunted house and scary movies, but in the context of there being actual ghosts in them.
Real ghosts, yes.
Because
real threats.
This is something we're going to talk about later, but that's where they like to hide in plain sight most often, because you don't expect to see a real ghost in a fake ghost movie.
You don't.
You don't.
And with this being an election year, this is a hot button issue that no one's talking about.
There are a lot of feelings, a lot of energies that I've been feeling recently in the current climate, both political and the economic and environmental climates, that have been amping up the paranormal, and the fabric between the paranormal realm and ours has been so thin that the veil can be pierced at any moment.
It could totally be pierced. And, the Pentagon, they know about this stuff, but they're just hiding it. It's been going on since movies have been invented. And I'm just ready to show America and the world the truth.
All right, gentlemen. I think we're ready to get started.
I'm ready.
And I think it's time to introduce everyone to Ghost in the Scene.
Okay.
All right. Here we are.
All right.
Let's get started.
So, Episode 1.
I was talking to you guys before. I saw this movie recently. It's Trancers 2. And I shared this with you guys before, but I want to let our audience know this is a haunted film. I rented it from the library recently, and it was nothing like I heard of before. I've been speaking with Mark and Gio for some time about this and wasn't really understanding what this ghost thing was about until I saw this film and I felt it for myself.
Now, the thing about this movie is, and all movies, is that individual movies can be haunted, right? The fact that you got it from a library, Rob, that was my number one clue. I thought, okay, red flag. It's at a local place. It's shared by other people's hands. Who knows what vibes? I mean, you could have been possessed the moment you touched that DVD. Thank God you didn't. But the thing is, and I verified this by myself in my room alone, this movie is haunted on a global scale.
Global scale.
Now, what that means is that every viewing of this movie, regardless of whether it is on VHS, DVD, if it is on cable, if it is on regular
Blu-ray.
television, Blu-ray, the ghosts will be in every single frame. And that's just the way it is. A movie can be haunted individually, and a movie production can be haunted as well. So, facts. And hey, these are just facts. And I'm sorry, I don't want to lay the hammer down, but there's a lot of people that are going to be coming out with some non-facts. And here's the thing, and I wanted to bring this up, misdirection. Okay? This is the #1 word that I want everyone to keep in their heads. Misdirection is the fact that the government, like you said, even the CIA knows ghosts are real. Misdirection is that they're going to tell you fake stories, stories that aren't real, and they're going to say they're real. That's all BS. This is the real deal. Okay? Real deal steel, American steel. So when they talk about the fake ghost stories, get that out of your head, because this is, I mean, this is facts. That's all I can say. So let's get to the facts of Trancers 2. Rob, go ahead and lay it on me.
All right. So as I've shown you guys before, like some of these clips like really freaked me out when I was watching it. And, I was, in my room and I was feeling chills. Like suddenly, like, it would just get a lot colder around me. And I know that that's a sign of paranormal activity. And I just wanted to share with you guys this first scene from Trancers 2 that I felt this in. So here we go, guys.
Okay.
So already, man, like it's already feeling kind of weird with this blue van and this Stevenson.
I have chills that just crawl down my spine. I got goose pimples all over.
Mm-hmm. It's unnatural. You look at the coloring, and I see a lot of darkness in the light and a lot of light in the darkness.
That tank top doesn't seem like it fits right.
No, it doesn't. And if this was a legitimate, creative decision by the filmmakers, you would notice that. But this has obviously been tampered by a paranormal poltergeist. And that's why we're seeing these irregularities in like quadrant 7 over there on the upper right and quadrant 2 and 3 down in the lower left corner. And that's just what I noticed right away.
Exactly. Those light structures right above the man in the robe's head, those moved right when he was on top of the stairs.
I didn't really feel any ghosts. I'm gonna fast forward for you guys real quick.
Okay. Let me pull up my temperature app, and I want to see the standard temperature for most movies is 67 degrees Celsius. And one of the ways that we in the field can judge if there is a poltergeist is if that temperature is off. So let me pull that up. Let me do some readings and calculations.
Right. Yes. Stay close, guys. This one is where it gets really weird.
Okay. Just a reminder, smoking is bad, everybody. Don't smoke cigarettes. Those are bad.
That's correct. Oh.
Whoa. Oh, my God.
So notice you just said, I don't need any stinking helpers.
How did he fall down?
Who are these guys?
Wait a minute.
It's all...
Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay.
And just for your information, I pulled up the figures right here, and the temperature of this film is 62 degrees Celsius.
Oh,
that is 5 degrees under the average.
That is much cooler.
And you can feel it when you're watching this movie. It just chills you to the bone, as you guys were saying earlier. And I need to put on a sweatshirt pretty soon. It's pretty cold. This is a cold movie.
Okay, everybody, I don't want to freak you out. I just noticed this. There were 6 people in that scene. Okay.
What does that mean, Gio?
6 people. 6 is a very important number, Rob. But the fact that 3 died is even more important. So when Jack Death comes and kills the 3, he shoots them down to the ground. They all splay down with their arms outstretched and their legs outstretched, and then they turn invisible, and the line of red surrounds them on the floor. Now, a lot of people like to imagine that this is special effects. This wasn't achievable in that year. It just wasn't possible.
No, totally.
What we're seeing is a transference between the spectral realm and the human realm. And this was a ritual. This was and this is the thing that Hollywood does. They hide rituals in modern movie scenes, and we don't even know it. And this was an obvious sacrificial ritual to bring upon maybe higher ratings for this movie. I'm not sure how it did, but all I'm saying is that somebody made a deal with you know who.
I mean, this is just typical. The Illuminati has been doing this since the vaudeville days, before even the advent of the silver screen. This is just part of their everyday thing. They get it to where everyone can see it, and you don't know you're seeing it. But later, that's when it hits you. You get a dark, cold feeling, or sometimes it materializes. I get a stomach ache, and sometimes I pass gas regularly.
Yes. No, yes, that is very common.